Hey guys, Professor Pill Comic Book University and Young Justice issue number 4. The comic book just got even better. It got better still, somehow. And I got a little bit to say about this. All right, let's go into Young Justice 7 Crises Part 4. Brian Michael Bendis on the script, Patrick Gleason and John Timms on art, Alejandro Sanchez and Alex Sinclair on colors, Wes Abbott on letters. The covers by Gleason and Sanchez, and the variant cover, Dan frickin' Morrow. All right, so we get nothing but action, and more action. We're getting the backstory of how Amthest is meeting up with the rest of the Young Justice crew, and we now see one of the best scenes ever. We see Superboy really does still have his powers. Because at first we're all just like, wait, hold on, what's going on here? Is Superboy a punk all of a sudden? No, he's trying to do whatever. And all of a sudden, we get it, guys. We get it. I'm hoping that the previews are finished being shown by now, because we get this scene. Connor meets up with everybody. Dude, the chills that I'm getting as I'm showing you this are they're only a fraction of the chills that I saw when I turned the page and saw this. Oh my God. Holy crap. Like, wow. This was really good. Guys, I've mentioned I don't know much of anything about Amthest except what I've looked up myself on the internet. All right, I looked her up again today, and I did some actual digging. Okay, and I am very sad to report that somehow in my comic book history, I just do not know anything about Amthest. Some way, somehow, all the comic books that I've read, Marvel, DC, you name it, and mostly just those two companies. I haven't delved too much into other companies. I have, but not as much as Marvel and DC, for obvious reasons. They were the most readily available, almost no matter where I was in the world, and I've been a few places in the world. Some way, somehow, since the creation of this character, she has eluded me. Gemworld has eluded me. I cannot recall, and I've got a pretty good memory, I cannot recall a single time I've ever read Gemworld in a comic book. Not at all. I read about Sapphire, and immediately in my head I'm thinking, oh yeah, the Star Sapphires. I remember them from the Green Lantern comic books. No. No. I have no idea about these characters except what I've, looked up online. And wow, a Wikipedia page and the Wikia page, the DC database, which I contribute to, and still haven't really come across a whole lot with Gemworld. I'm thinking it's just like a completely out there thing. Nope. There's a lot in here, and to be completely fair, that is 100% on me. That somehow I've never come across these. Nonetheless, here's the thing about it. While I was reading this comic book, I was a little bit lost. By the time I got to the end of this comic book, not only did I understand enough of what's going on with Gemworld, what it is, but it gave me enough of an idea that I was interested, not just curious, I was very interested in finding out more about Gemworld. Thus, I looked it up. That says a lot about this comic book. The next issue is going to be called The Seventh Crisis, or something like that. What is it? The Seventh Crisis. Yes. So we're actually going to start to learn what's what with that. We're also getting the yesterday and today finally blending in with each other. So you'll see how she catches up with the rest of the Young Justice world also. I was fairly impressed with how well this comic book was done. By fairly, I mean a whole hell of a lot. More than that, I'm thinking that the thing that Brian Michael Bendis was talking about, how you guys are going to apologize when you see where this is really going, not this book, but the Superman books, this might be how he does it. Might be. I don't have any insider information. Like I say all the time, I'm just some jackass on YouTube. So, yeah, this might be it. And good. So if you're not reading this comic book, you should be paying attention to this comic book, because there is a whole lot. I mean, it's plain as the nose on my face. This beak, this big, Italian. Yeah, I can open up a can with it. Anyway, it's plain as day that this has got to be where the bulk of this is coming from. Naomi too, but this one right here. Anyway, guys, keep a lookout for this. Definitely just definitely get this comic book. All right, this is fantastic. And yes, the whole comic book, all 4 issues, I think they're new reader friendly in every way imaginable. By the time you get to the end of this book, I think you'll be perfectly fine. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.